alone. I want to show you where I am. Reverse it. Okay, wrong one. I don't know why they made this so difficult on YouTube. There we go. So I'm alone, as usual, in the back room of a restaurant. I've eaten it for 30, 40 years. I know the dad, I mean, the whole family. This is a Basque restaurant up in San Rafael, Chalet Basque. Patrick's a wonderful guy. I knew his dad, Roger, before he passed away. So I come here to eat tonight, right? So here I am alone in the dining room downstairs. It's not air conditioned, it's very hot. But I'll take the heat over listening to the innocuous, the crazy stuff I had to listen to upstairs. You can go out of your mind listening to people in restaurants. Now, it's not Asperger's speaking. Let me tell you that right now. It's me speaking. Who could listen to this shit? I mean, I could show you pictures of them, but I don't want to embarrass you and embarrass them. Why did they have to scream in a restaurant? They throw one wine down the throat already. They're on candid camera. Okay, now you got to listen to them. This is not Mar-a-Lago West. It's unbelievable to me. A president was just shot in there talking about their trip to fucking Hawaii, Lahaina. Can you imagine Tahiti, as disgusting as that is? Tahiti's a whore house. If you go to Tahiti, I was there 50 years ago, it was already a whore house. There's nothing but whores on the wharf, like wharf rats in muumuus. Oh, there were some conditions of humanity. Born unto one law, to another bound. Created sick, commanded to be sound. No one knows literature, I do. I'm a walking encyclopedia of Americana and literature. That's all. They leave me alone down here. They take good care of me. So let's get back to the food. I saw an article today in the New York Post about some influencer with tattoos on her labia. Naturally, she's an influencer. She has tattoos on her labia and her breasts. So she goes to the finest restaurants in the world. Could you imagine? They ask her what she thinks of food. I don't know who she is. So they show her in a restaurant in Biarritz in the Basque Country. And she hates the food. She said it's like $975 for this shit. And it is. It's like bullshit, gay guys who created a restaurant in Basque Country. Not like this is real food. Garbage. Like she said, it was like eating toothpaste out of it, right? And they had to eat it. They stand over you, make you eat it. I would throw it in their face. That's the world we live in, not my world. I come to the old country place, excuse me. Pardon me for eating online. So, it's a hot night up here in San Francisco area. I'm eating food that no one eats anymore. So I heard that Patrick was making beef tongue. Now, I'm on a low cholesterol, low fat, low saturated fat diet. I have been for years, even before the HA. But my mom used to make this every once in a while. So I love peasant food. I came up for this. I'm not happy with the sauce, to be honest. The capers I pushed to the side because they're too salty. I didn't like the sauce at all, truthfully. It's like a modified Madeira sauce. It's not good. I need a little more tangy. But the beef was good. And then to compensate for it, I'm eating sand dabs. A San Francisco favorite. Now, I don't get the regular sand dabs. What I do is they make a certain sauce for me. It's amazing. I love this place. They make a wine sauce for me. It's so beautiful and so light. Little rice, extra onions on everything tonight to compensate for the beef. Everything's a trade-off in the world. You got to understand that. As I'm eating meat, I'm eating extra onions. Does it work? Of course it does. I wouldn't be alive if it didn't. The soup, I already ate a lot of it. It's a vegetable curry soup. It was very good. I'm a bread eater. I love bread. Definitely not Chinese food. There's bread. I mean, there is rice. I'm a bread guy. I grew up on bread. So here I am. I'm going to say goodnight now. You had fun with me. If you're listening to this, you're all alone. You're lonely. You have nothing to do in your life. You're miserable. Don't know what happened to your life while you're alone, listening to a guy in a restaurant alone while you listen to him. While you're even listening, you should be happy with people. You should be having love and happiness and sex and friends. Bullshit. No one does. It's all a mythology of Netflix and HBO. The closest you will come to that is your family, who doesn't speak to you anymore. You'll be listening to them, not me. I mean, if you had family relations, would you be listening to me online? No. You wouldn't be wasting your time listening to a guy eating alone in a restaurant. I love the music in the background. I got to tell you something funny. Listen, you could vaguely hear it. I didn't bring the extra mic. You can't hear it. So, it's not air conditioned down here. It's stifling. But I haven't turned the fans up. I feel like I'm in Panama. There's my good friend Diego. Diego, say hello.
Hi.
Diego's on YouTube now. There's the Bevador, the famous Bevador. Been here forever. Something, a relic. I like relics. Only the relics can save the universe from these scumbags like Joe Biden. Actually, Joe Biden and his cohorts are relics of another age. They're relics of dictatorships that the world has seen before under the guise of Democrats. They're absolute dictators. The worst. You could vaguely hear the music in the background, and I love being alone. Alone is my best company right now. So, I had all I'm going to have. How much wine did I have? Half a bottle, that's it. It's my capacity. I mean, don't think I couldn't drink a whole bottle. I could. And then what? Patrick, may I show you on YouTube? You're going to be famous. You'll have all of my 3 viewers.
Good. Yeah, you have way more than 3 viewers.
Telling them all about your beautiful restaurant, your father, the history, how much I love the place,
Thank you, Mike.
the food.
Thank you.
But now they're going to come here and I won't be able to come back.
Well, I'm sorry about that. But we are blessed to have you here, my friend.
How do you make these dishes? Who taught you how to make all this stuff?
Oh, well, my father taught me a lot, but I also lived and worked in France for a couple of years. And, yeah, but mostly my father's, about 90%.
You were in France for a while.
Yeah, I was working in the kitchen in France.
Where?
On the floor in Biarritz.
You did?
Oh, sure, yeah.
I sent you that article today about the bullshit food that you're producing.
Yes, I haven't read it yet.
For $900 for a dinner. Could you believe it?
I believe it. Unfortunately, I believe that.
You charge regular prices for real food, and people don't even.
And salad included with
Oh, come on, you're underpricing it all, but that's what you got to do
yeah.
in this
Well, we love
economy.
you, Michael. Thank you for being here, buddy.
Well, thank you very much.
Bon appetit, my friend.
Thank you. Take care of the regular people.
You're who I'm working with.
Well, folks, I think we've had enough conversation for the one. No, Michael's not drunk. 2 glasses of wine does not make a person drunk, idiot. Maybe it does you. What are you, an AA person? I'm just having a quiet night. I just want to be quiet. I got family coming down this weekend, which I'm very much looking forward to. I didn't want to cook tonight. I'm sick of cleaning and cooking. I could hire a chef. I could hire everybody. I don't want to. You think that if you have money, you got to hire personal assistants and chefs and this and that and attendants. I don't need that. I don't want it. I like being left alone. Like, I will go home, God willing. I'll go back to my little house. I will look at the bay. I'll look at the birds, the seagulls flying by. I'll feel the cool air on my face, and I'll bless God for giving me another day on this earth, as you should. Just remember the whole thing. Here's the whole shot that you got to remember. Each day is a miracle. Here's the miracle. It's all over food. Make believe you're having dinner with me. I'm going to give you the miracle of life. Here's the miracle of life. 1, every day you get up, thank God you were born. That's number 1. You could have not been born. Think about that. You could have not been born. 2, thank God you were born healthy. That's 2. There are a lot of people born broken. Okay? And you got to have pity for them. Okay? 3, thank God you were born in America. That's number 3. You hear? Four, thank God you're born in America in these days, not in another time where you have to fight for your freedom. Well, you may have to fight for it now once Trump wins. That's all I have to say. If you like what you're seeing, you're in misery from what's going on in this country under this gang that can shoot. Well, you know, the gang that that couldn't shoot straight actually applies to them. They tried with a scoped rifle from a second balcony. The kid didn't do it. That putz couldn't have shot that gun. Are you joking? I love all these sharpshooters. Oh, it's the easiest shot at 400 feet. Yes, if you're set in a tree with ghillie suit and you're ready to shoot, it's an easy shot. But if you're a punk moron scumbag like this idiot was, who looks half autistic to me, I'm not knocking autistic, but he looks a little off here. Or, I mean, he's working as an attendant in an old age home serving food. He's a moron. The moron couldn't shoot straight. Now, here's the thing to remember. Pardon me, I got a post-nasal drip. You'll have to forgive me for being human. It's not scripted. I covered this already. He's on the roof. Everyone sees him. They're screaming, "Hey, there's a guy with a gun up there." Secret Service. They're checking the DEI manual. Dykes, DEI. You know what DEI is, don't you? Dykes, eunuchs, and incompetence. So the DEI manual is being checked. Hey, there's a guy on the roof with a gun aimed at the president. Sorry, we're checking our 401ks and our DEI manual. So a local cop allegedly climbs up a ladder, confronts the psycho, and the psycho points the gun at him, according to the bullshit story that we're reading, and the cop drops to the ground. You're telling me this punk could then run back and aim the gun accurately? Bullshit. Use your common sense. He was not the shooter. He was the patsy. He was the Jack Ruby. And you know where he is? Dead men can't talk. He's in Jack Ruby land. If you like what you're seeing, you're a very sick person because you see the truth. And you're miserable every minute of your life for seeing the truth. So I'm going to say goodnight. I want to go home. I want to get out of here. I want to pack up my soup. I want to pack up my bread. I want to get home. I want to watch Trump speak. That's all. Okay, good night. Hit the like button, whatever. Have a nice night. I'm going to try and end it now. It's always the problem with these things. It's very hard to end these for me. There's an end thing that's impossible to find on YouTube. I swear to God, I can't find it. I swear to you, it's impossible. Where does it say end? It's going to run in my car now. It's crazy. I'm going to run in my bag now. I'm going to run all the way home. I can't find the end. It's got to be right on here. Let's see. End. Cancel. No, not cancel. No. Folks, I can't believe what they made it so difficult on an iPhone. Where is the end thing on this? LMAO. I love everybody uses their little acronyms for stuff. I really can't. There it is. I got it. It says X. That must be it. I thought X meant Twitter. All right, folks. Next time, right here on the ranch with Michael Savage. Afangu.